Hello everyone, this is Naresh IAS Academy digital platform for the IAS mains exam. I am completing the General Studies question paper 2 for IAS mains exam. Today our topic is constitutional bodies. We are providing offline classes at Jaipur Center, so you may contact, and we covers each General Studies question paper in 20 days. And you can also be a part of our answer writing session. The topic is constitutional bodies. The topic has much weightage because previous year question papers, if you have observed, every year one question have been asked. So definitely we have to cover all the aspect of the topic, and I will try to explain some approach of the topic. First, what do you mean by the constitutional status and why this is demanding to provide the various agencies this status? What are the grounds we have to discuss? Second, the different constitutional bodies. The different constitutional body, for example, Election Commission of India, the ECI, Union Public Service Commission, the UPSC, Central Finance Commission, or National Commission for Backward Classes. Okay. In India, for a long time, it have a disputed matter among the politicians or scholars. If we want to free or autonomy to the various central or state level agencies or bodies, definitely we must grant them the constitutional status. So first we have to understand why we are demanding this kinds of status and how much it is beneficial to the various bodies. The Indian administrative structure, mainly working at the union or state level. Union government have control over all the constitutional or statutory bodies, while state government have a complete control or regulation over the state bodies. So then here the question is, if any organization or body is working under the union or state government, so definitely here it is a great scope of influencing, and the government may adversely affect these agencies, and government sometime can bound these bodies to take decision according to their political will, or sometime not to take different kinds of decisions. So we have to grant this status so that we can stand these agencies, and these agencies can take independent decisions and then can play a vital role for the Indian peoples, Indian nations. The first benefit through the constitutional status, we can get the security of term and office. Those agencies either have constitutional status in the original constitution. Some bodies like the Election Commission of India, Union Public Service Commission and Finance Commission, in the original constitution they were given the constitutional status. and Indian Parliament is authorized to grant this status to any kinds of agencies, and this is the National Commission for Backward Classes established in 1993, and the Parliament or Union Government granted constitutional status to the Commission. So, the security of term and office, it is a great matter. If we want to take independent decision, definitely I want to security of my office, and there shall be no pressure to dismiss myself by the union or state government anytime if I am not following their illegal instruction. So there shall be no compulsion over me. So that's why I want to safety or security of my office as a term. My term must be fixed as a 5 year or 6 year or a forever, and I can only be dismissed on the various grounds if the grounds are genuine, and they must be questioned in the Supreme Court. Second benefits these agencies can get: the financial expenditure for their functioning or working. These bodies played important role. Then for their wide functioning, financial resources is a important requirement. If the agency has constitutional status, definitely all the financial expenditures or revenue sources provided by the government from the consolidated fund of India, then there is no matter of financial expenditure, and these bodies have the sufficient financial resources, and through the financial resources they can take whatever they want. Or third benefits, they can get the autonomy, and beyond the autonomy, the absolute liberty in their functioning. This is the most important part. Any constitutional body working according to their norms or parameter, sometimes the functioning of this body infringe or contradict with the ideology of union government. So definitely union government tried to pressure over the constitutional body, because the union government and state government are run by any political parties, and each political parties has its specific political ideology and agendas, and sometimes this agenda clash with the functioning of these bodies. However, these bodies have the single agenda, they are targeting the Indian peoples and the Indian nation, but this is not true about the political party. So the matters of internal functioning of these bodies must have freed from the pressure of union government. And finally, the all constitutional bodies are bound to submit an annual report to the Indian Parliament, where these reports are discussed thoroughly and the suggestions of the bodies are taken seriously by all the members of Parliament, and through the reports the Parliament can explain the nature of functioning of these bodies, and through the report these bodies ensure their accountability toward the Parliament and through the Parliament to the Indian people. So these are the four main benefits through the constitutional status anybody can get. But when we compare these benefits with the existing constitutional bodies, definitely we see the another aspect of this. For example, this is the Election Commission of India, UPSC and the Finance Commission. The chairman and members of these bodies are appointed by the advice of union government by the Indian President. So on the advice of union government by the Indian President they are appointed, and generally their term is fixed either for the 5 years, 6 years or the age of 65. But due to the constitutional body, the union government cannot make unnecessary pressures. Government cannot bound to dismiss them before the term if these bodies are not working according to their intention. But this is not true about all the constitutional body. For example, in case of Election Commission of India, the Chief Election Commissioner can be dismissed from his office through the manner of dismissal of the judges of Supreme Court and High Court, complete security of the term, and the other election commissioner can be dismissed on the advice of chief by the Indian President. Here this is also a security of term. The union government cannot make pressure for the dismissal through the President over the Election Commission of India. But in case of Finance Commission, the President can anytime dismiss or remove the chairman or the members on the advice of union government. So it vary according to the different bodies, and there are no fixed rule or general rule and same applicable to the all constitutional bodies. Second is the power and functioning autonomy and liberty. Election Commission of India and UPSC have sufficient autonomy and liberty for their functioning. But you must know there is no a permanent staffing or personnel cadre to the Election Commission of India. Commission is entitled to conduct election of Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha, and for conducting these elections, Commission requests to provide personnel from the union government in case of Lok Sabha or to the state government in case of the Vidhan Sabha election. And in case of the bureaucracy, just like the IAS or IPS officer, if they are influenced by any political parties, the Commission not has the powers in their hands to transfer or to suspend these officials. The Commission has to request to the state government or central government. And third, in case of the removal of candidature of any member of parliament or the member of state legislative assembly, if any members have won the election of Lok Sabha on the wrong basis, or Election Commission found guilty the person, but Election Commission cannot dismiss the elected member of parliament. Here the Commission have to recommend or request to the Indian President, or in case of MLA or state assembly member, to the governor. So how can we say, being a constitutional body, Election Commission of India has the complete liberty or the competent authority? The Election Commission of India is depending over the union government, Indian presidents or the state governors. But in case of Financial Commission, the position of their functioning or power is very big. Simply the union government prepared a agenda or provide the agenda to the Finance Commission, and Finance Commission, whatever decisions are taken by the Commission, definitely this is the intention of the union government. Only few cases the Central Finance Commission have recommended its independent opinion. So there are two aspects. Any body if have attained or get the constitutional status, it doesn't mean the body have the absolute, the body has become the absolute authority and now it has the absolute liberty to work and to functioning whatever they want. No, it is not correct in the Indian circumstances. We can study through the existing constitutional bodies. In case of National Commission of Backward Classes, it was established in 1993 or granted the constitutional status, simply through which governments have ensured that the chairman or member of the commission never be pressurized, never be politically pressurized to take the biased decision, and they have provided the security of their term, their financial expenditures. But in case of the recommendation, or but in case of the functioning, center government time to time provides suggestion to the commission, and most of the members of the commissions are very close to the union government. So we cannot say after getting the constitutional status anybody can play an important role and the body can transparently performing their duties. In some areas or in some extent it is affected by the union or state government. However, we must admit that after getting such kinds of status, most of unnecessary pressures we can remove from the bodies, and the bodies can play important role. Okay, so you must try to understand this topic in this way. Okay, thank you.